Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're continuing our playthrough of Nemesis. We're on Mission 4 in the Untold Stories campaigns. Our players have made it into the generator, and now we have to get to the cockpit. I'm excited to continue on with this mission. Now, these videos are recorded back to back, so anything that happened in the last video that I needed to fix is not going to be fixed. And either in the next video, we're just going to go ahead and have some fun. I need to make sure our brave adventurers make it through the 4th mission. If you're excited to see if they can do it, then I need you to meet me at the table. So our mechanic is going to start by using his computer skills card. I don't think I need to be too computery right now. And he's going to move back over here, and then he's going to use his search card to go ahead and search that room. So we're going to go ahead and tick this down to 1 and grab 2 item cards and see what we find. We found fire extinguisher. Oh, where were you a little while ago? Use on one intruder in the room you are in. It retreats. Oh, that's not bad. Discard a fire marker from the room you're in, and then chemicals. Fully load ammo in the flamethrower. All right, let's see. So this actually gives me the fire resource, and I've got a card that might be able to help me get the flamethrower into my hand. I'm going to take these chemicals. I know this fire extinguisher would be kind of helpful in case I find more fire markers, but I think I want the chemicals instead. Now our soldier's going to move next, and he's going to use his demolition card. I know it destroys a door. Actually, I probably shouldn't use that. We're going to use his covering fire card. Oh, I probably shouldn't use that either. We're going to use his search card. There we go. We'll use his search card, and he's going to move back down here to the armory. And he's actually going to discard his Nerves of Steel card, which is actually one of my favorite cards in the entire game, to go ahead and get this autoloader. I had to use one card to do this. Activate this item in the armory. It says, add to assault rifle. Assault rifle has +1 ammo capacity. If the assault rifle is loaded using an energy charge, the cost to do it is 1. We've had this before, and this is awesome. Those are his 2 actions, but he has to roll for noise. I forgot to do that. When he entered the room by himself, he rolls for noise. He got a 3, which is right here. So actually, I can't use my Nerves of Steel card. I'm going to have to take the Nerves of Steel card back, and I also don't have my autoloader right now because we have to deal with an intruder. I've got to take these 2 noise markers away and draw from the bag. So his first action was to move down here. Let's see what his second action is. His second action is to deal with nothing. Oh, that means I think I have to put noise in all the rooms adjacent. I actually would have rather just had an intruder. So we're going to put noise in all the corridors surrounding the armory. Oh, this is going to be awful. All right, that's going to be his. Now he's going to go ahead and use his. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use my Nerve of Steel anymore. I think we're going to use my demolition card because we know there's no doors going this way. So we're going to go ahead and use the demolition. Now we're going to go ahead and get our autoloader ready. So now our autoloader is ready to go. It's going to be our mechanic's turn because that was his 2 actions. Our mechanic is also going to use his demolitions card, and he's going to move down here, and he's going to hang out with the soldier. Now that was a free move. He's also able to do one more thing if he wants, and I think he's going to save his 2 cards, though they don't really help too much. That's okay. I think our soldier is also going to pass as well, just because he's got a Nerves of Steel card. He hopefully can survive any type of ambush that these intruders might make, though I could move still. I could move with my fast repairs card if I wanted to over here to our evacuation section. Now the problem is if I move and I have to roll for noise, if I make a noise roll, I only got 1 card that might protect me, and that's not going to protect me from much. And also, we have an intruder that is exactly 1 square away from this room, and if he might come running back on a danger roll or something. But you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. We got to do this. We're going to use our fast repairs card. We're going to move our guy. Oh, this could be bad. He's going to move over there. So his first move was down to here. His second move is over here. He's got to roll for noise. Don't get a 3. Oh, no, he got a 3. Oh, this is terrible. I have to remove the noise token from there. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten too aggressive. All right, we have to shake this up and see what happens to our brave mechanic. Oh, he got too excited. Oh, no, we have to find an adult alien, and it is having a surprise event of... Whoa, 4! Nobody would have survived. All right, let's go get our alien. So our intruder, sorry, I keep calling him aliens, is in this room with him, and he's as big as the room as usual, and he's going to go ahead and make an attack against our brave mechanic because my mechanic got too overzealous and started running around. So we're going to go ahead and take a card from our intruder deck and see what happens to our mechanic. Our mechanic is bite. And it does happen because the symbol is there. It says if the character has 2 serious wound cards, they die. If not, they suffer 1 serious wound. Oh, terrible. All right, now we got to look for medical stuff. Just heal this guy. All right, we're going to truffle shuffle our serious wound cards up. We're going to take a card, and we got legs. Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm glad it's not that bleeding one. From now on, cost of escape movement action is 2. All right, we're going to go ahead and give that to our mechanic. He's super happy about that. Now the next thing we have to do is our soldier has to go, and I think it's time for our soldier to help out our brave mechanic here. He's going to use his search card. He's going to move over here with this intruder here, and now he's going to use his covering fire. We're going to get out of here. Discard 1 ammo, move yourself or one other chosen character within the room if they agree without triggering intruder attacks. I think that's my best plan. So we can move both our guys back over here to the hibernatorium by discarding 1 energy token. That's going to be the plan. Now, I've got intruders everywhere on the board now. So our mechanic got really excited too fast, and now we're stuck in the hibernatorium. We're not stuck in it, but it's going to be a longer walk to get to our cockpit because we're going to have to, well, maybe this guy will move that way. That would help a lot, and I could come back down this way. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go all the way up and around. Well, I'm going to have to go up and around or down and around. Either way, it's going to be 3 tiles to try to get through. But we know this is surgery, so at least that can help out something. And that's going to be the end of our characters. Both our characters are now going to pass. I have no reason to keep on going. They both only have 1 card left. So we're going to go ahead and move our time track down to 11. And we're going to draw our next event card. And it says regeneration. Each intruder on the board heals 2 injuries. Okay, well, nobody's injured. But look, none of them move. The adult alien does not move. I was really hoping our adult alien would move. Oh, that's terrible. And down 1 would have really kind of helped. Well, actually, it wouldn't help too much. They both would have just switched spots. So we've gone ahead and done our time track and resolved our event deck. Now we're going to go ahead and do our Nemesis bag. Now, of course, neither of our intruders that are on the board actually have any damage done. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle this up a little bit. And we're going to draw a token out of it and see what happens. Hopefully nothing too bad. Oh, we got the breeder token, which means that everybody has to roll for noise. And that's all we have to do for our development. So our mechanic has the player 1 token, so he's going to roll first. And he got a 3. All right, that's not too bad. Oh, that's actually really good. It's way down there. Now, I hope he doesn't roll 3. That'd be bad news. Now our guy rolls a 2. All right, the 2 is here. That could be potentially dangerous because we're going to have to move into this room on our next turn. So our mechanic needs to draw up to 5 cards. And he doesn't have any to draw, so we're going to go ahead and shuffle up his deck here. And he's going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to put the other ones over here. And let's see what he gets to go along with his technical corridors card. He's got his demolition. We know we like that one. Fast repairs, pyrotechnics, and a search card. All right, we're going to go ahead and put those there. And we're going to take our first player token and give it over to our soldier. Now, of course, we have 1 serious wound, so we're already on our way to death, which is not good. So our super soldier here, who has his nerves of steel, also gets his full auto card. And then he's going to shuffle up the rest of his cards, and he's going to go ahead and draw 3 more of them. He's going to get 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's see. Hopefully something good. He got covering fire, rest, and repair. His basic repair card. Okay, this covering fire might come into play again because I might move through that alien. Okay, our soldier's going to move first, and I kind of panned out a little bit because I want to show you what's going on the board. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares in order to get to our cockpit here. Of course, he could use these technical corridors and get here a lot quicker, but I decided not to do that because I thought it'd be best to keep our characters together. If we could go through the surgery room, but we'd have to avoid this alien. I think our best plan is just to go up and around, even though I know it's 3 places we haven't seen. I could start fires, doors could close on me. It's going to be just bad news. But I think that's going to be our best bet. So in that aspect, we're going to have our soldier go first. He's going to get rid of his rest card, and he's going to go ahead and move 1 square, and it's going to be over to this room right here. So let's see what our soldier finds. The canteen. Oh, you could have a snack. You can't go wrong with that. All right, so we're putting our canteen there. Now let's see what happened to him. Oh, it's on fire. Everything's on fire. All right, we're going to put our fire token right here. He cannot stop in this or it's going to be bad news. Now, of course, there's one item in here that's apparently not on fire. And oh, well, that was pretty funny. I put it right to where it's supposed to be. So he's going to have to move again. Otherwise, he's going to take some damage. And I don't want to take any damage. So he's going to use his, I think he's going to use his full auto card to move again. And he's going to move over to this place that's already malfunctioning. Let's see what is malfunctioning. It's going to be the engine control room. Of course it's malfunctioning. Why not? The engines are all busted. None of them work. And what's happening? Oh, it's malfunction. Now, I don't think I can place 2 markers there, so I'm just going to leave the 1 there. If I'm supposed to put 2 there, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. But I believe that since it's already malfunctioning, it's already malfunctioning. That's the deal. I have to set it to 2. We could find 2 items in that room. Now, those are his 2 moves. Oh, I forgot to roll for noise when he moved into this room. Right over here. I have to roll for the noise. All right, let's see what we find. He got a 4. All right, so there is a noise token here. I apologize, I forgot to roll for noise. So when he moved from here, he activated this noise token. Now he moved in there. Let's see what noise happens now. Oh, a danger symbol. Oh, that's terrible. Now, lucky for us, there weren't any aliens around. But we do have to put noise in all the adjacent corridors here. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that's terrible, because now it's going to be even harder to get up and around. Now it's our mechanic's turn. He's really only got one thing in life to do. I really want him to get over here and take care of this fire. So I'm going to have him move first. So we're going to take our demolitions card because I don't really think I'm going to be destroying any doors or anything. Actually, I might be keeping it because I might be working on fixing that engine control room. So it's a tough call here. I think I'm actually going to get rid of my technical corridors card and use it so that I can move over into here, which means then I have to roll for noise. And hopefully I don't roll any of these numbers or we got big problems. Oh, I got a 1. Okay, that's actually really good because we can put the 1 token right there. All right, now that we're in our magic room here, I'm going to go ahead and use my pyrotechnic card, which allows me to discard a fire marker from the room you're in. Now, it does cost 1 more card to do this, and I think we're going to use our search card to do that. I'm going to get rid of my search card. That way I can go ahead and remove this fire marker from the canteen. After performing his 2 actions, we're going to move back over to the soldier. I think he is just going to pass. I think that's going to be our best plan. The reason I'm passing is it keeps me with 3 cards, and they're all actually pretty good cards. I got my Covering Fire, Nerves of Steel, and Basic Repair cards. So if an intruder actually appears here, I can actually use my covering card to get out of there. Now we're going to move over to our mechanic's turn, and he's going to go ahead and I think he's going to discard his demolitions card. He's going to discard this so that he can move up here to be with our soldier. I like everybody traveling together. Now, of course, that only leaves him with 1 card, so he might get a surprise attack during the event phase, but, you know, I think we're just going to have to chance it. I'm going to go ahead and pass with him as well, and we're going to move right into that events phase. So the first thing we have to do is we're going to have to move our time track, then we're going to do the event card and the intruder development bag. Also, some of these intruders that are on the board are probably going to start moving around as well. So our time marker is going to go down to 10. Now we're going to go ahead and draw our next event card. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Let's see what it is. Eclosion? I probably pronounced that wrong. I apologize. Each character with a larva on their character board dies. Place a creeper in their room. Every character draws 4 cards from their deck and scans all drawn contamination cards. If they have at least 1 infected card, put a larva on their character board. Discard drawn cards. What is this? Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought I had to draw 4 infected cards. No, I have to draw 4 cards from their deck and scan all drawn contamination cards. Well, we don't have any contamination cards in our decks, so I don't actually have to worry about this, but I believe I'm still going to have to draw the 4 cards based on the way this card reads. Also, it doesn't show an adult alien again up here, so we don't have to actually move any of our aliens on the board. So before we go ahead and do our Nemesis bag, I am going to draw our 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the soldier's cards. So I'm just going to turn them over. Not a big deal. I'm just going to put them aside. And then I'm also going to do that for our mechanic as well. Draw 4 cards. We're going to discard those. I believe we still have to do that even though we didn't have any infection cards in there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do our Nemesis bag here. Hopefully something terrible doesn't come out of here. I'm hoping maybe just one of those larvae. Oh no, it's a breeder. Okay, well that means we have to all roll for noise. So the first person that's going to roll for noise is our soldier. He's got the first player token. So he's going to go ahead and roll this dice. He got a 4, and of course that doesn't matter what number he rolls. The only thing that could have saved him was a danger or quiet symbol. We're going to go ahead and discard all of these, and we have to draw an evil intruder from the Nemesis bag. Let's see what we get. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. We found something with a 3. Oh, an adult alien. Okay, that's not too bad. At least it's not a breeder. Those things are terrible. He's going to be in here with our soldier. Now, of course, we have to check our soldier's cards. He has 3, and I believe our token was a warning of 3. Put the token right there, and he does have 3 cards, so he's not surprised. And even if he was, I have my Nerves of Steel card that could have prevented this. But we're not going to have to worry about that. We are good to go. He doesn't actually have to roll for noise, because once there's an intruder in the room, you're done. You don't need to, you can't be any more noisy than you already are. So now we're going to go ahead and get our characters ready. He's going to draw his 1 remaining card, which is Taking Aim, and then we're going to go ahead and shuffle up our discard pile because we had to discard so many of those cards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so I need 2 more cards. Let's see what we got. We got Interruption and we got Full Auto. All right, those are his cards. We're going to go ahead and move on to our mechanic, who's going to go ahead and take the first player token. So he's going to take the first player token, and I have to draw cards for him. He gets a rest card, which he doesn't really need. There's no time for rest here. We're going to go ahead and shuffle up our discard pile, and then we're going to draw, what is it, 3 more cards? No, we're going to get 4 more cards. No, 3 more cards. You get 3 more cards here. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see what 3 cards he got. Search, Pyrotechnics, and Computer Skills. Oh, I'm kind of excited for the computer skills. So I might have to use this in the cockpit maybe at some point. All right, those are our mechanic. So our mechanic is going to go first, and I just realized I cheated. This was the last card I drew for my soldier. I drew 6 cards instead. I should only have 5. So I have my 5 cards here. I actually drew an extra one by accident, but we're going to move into our mechanic's turn, and the first thing he is going to do is he is going to use his rest card. Nope, he's not resting. He's going to use his sawed-off shotgun, and we're hopefully going to blow this guy up. It says roll a die. Oh, sorry, rolls of hits are treated as double hits. So let's hopefully take this intruder down. I think that's going to be our plan. I'm going to have to roll a 6-sider and see how we do against this intruder. Oh, it went rolling off the board. All right, let's try that again. Oh, I got a creeper symbol. So that means my attack missed. Oh, that's terrible. I think we're going to do it again. I'm going to go ahead and discard my search card, and we're going to go ahead and do it again. We're going to discard another one of our ammo. That's both of our ammo. Our sawed-off shotgun actually only has 2 ammo, which is kind of too bad. But we're going to hopefully take this guy down. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a double hit. All right, that's fantastic. We did 2 damage to this guy. That was a great shot there, mechanic. All right, he is done. It is now going to be, oh, now I have to take an intruder attack card, and this symbolizes whether or not we were able to defeat this intruder. Did we shoot him in the right spot? Let's find out. Well, he has 4 health according to this card. At least at this time, he has to have 4 damage in order for him to be dead. This is an interesting mechanic of how this game works. In this game, every time you hit an intruder, you draw a card, and you look at the top of it to see what happens. For example, this 4 means that he had to have 4 wounds to be dead. This would mean that he would retreat. So there's different things that could happen as you shoot these intruders. You may kill them right out, or they might actually be able to withstand a lot of punishment. You never know. It's actually a really cool thing about this game. Now it's going to be our soldier's turn, and I'm just going to use covering fire and get out of there because I don't want to be anywhere near that. So we're going to go ahead and use our last bullet, and we're going to move ourself and the mechanic over to that other room. Discard 1 ammo, move yourself and 1 other chosen character within your room if they agree without triggering an intruder attack. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to move our guys over here, and let's see what happens to our mechanic and our wonderful soldier here. They found the shower room. Oh, this is going to be kind of a good room. I can search for anything over there. Hopefully I can get some energy charges. Oh, it's broken, but that's okay. That just means we can't use the room. We can still search in the room, and there are 3 things to find in this room. So that's actually a really good room to go to. Now, the only sad thing is I don't actually have any search cards. So that's going to be, but since we moved over here, I believe we still have to roll for noise. I think that's the deal. All right, we got a 2. Oh no, that's a terrible place because we're moving in that direction. All right, so we're going to put a noise marker in 2, and we're going to move over to our mechanic's turn. Now, our mechanic does have a search card. He's going to use this search card, and oh, I don't know, I'm going to tick this down to 2, and then I got to figure out what to search for. Now, we're going to go ahead and move over to our mechanic's turn. He's going to use his fast repairs card, I think, to go ahead and move into the cockpit. Now, I can't trigger this marker unless both of our characters are there. And since I've moved into the cockpit, I'm going to go ahead and pass. I've got nothing else I'm going to do with him. But before I do that, I have to roll for noise, and hopefully we don't get a 1 or 2. So let's see what we get. We got a 3-4. The 3-4 is actually down on the other side. It's off camera, I apologize, but I put this noise marker right down here in 3 and 4. Now it's going to go to our soldier's turn. He's got some cards and he's going to go ahead and use these. He's going to use his take aim card since he has no bullets. And he's going to go ahead and move down here. He's going to roll a die, and I have a feeling this is going to end sadly. But let me check. I might have to trigger this first. So according to our book, it does say that resolve event 4 immediately after all living characters meet in the cockpit. And they're both there, so I believe we're going to do that first. But I'm going to put this die right here to remind myself I still have to roll for noise. Event 4 says Operation Thesis. This is what we were looking for, but not something we really wanted to see. It all starts 10 years ago. The Nemesis disappears on the outer fringes of the Oort cloud, like many ships before. This time, however, the crew survives. They are recovered in secret by their employer. They know too much to ever go free, but their experience is too valuable to have them terminated. Instead, they receive a special lifelong contract. As the only team to ever survive an encounter with the intruders, they become the spearhead of a new secret research project. The discoveries are stunning. The intruders are far more than simple space predators. These complex, multidimensional beings are born and developed elsewhere. Once ready, their new forms arrive in our world thanks to a strange process of transdimensional molting. Soon, scientists discover how to force the creatures to open these dimensional passages, cheating their metabolism with synthetic pheromones. A study of the intruders' native world begins. The first steps are rough. Finally, the time comes for an elite scouting team to take their first steps on the other side and set up a research outpost. What could possibly go wrong with this? Due to the size of the necessary portal, the experiment is far too dangerous to be performed near populated areas. The company doesn't want to be responsible in case something goes wrong. An old mining ship, the Ariadne, is retrofitted with the secret lab and sent into the fringes of the solar system. In case the mission is intercepted, all non-essential memories of the crew are suppressed. Each crew member receives 2 backup drone bodies, their memories synchronizing upon death. The ship's design allows the team to retry their mission or abort it in case of a critical failure. A critical failure happens. The bodies of the crew lost in another dimension fail to synchronize. The central computer is damaged and unable to control the situation. A backup crew gets up, but without a full sync, they only know about their fake official mission. They arrive on Sedna thinking they're just a normal team of space scavengers, but the military suspects something and locks the ship down ineffectively. Hunted by both men and beasts, a long-lost memory awakens in one of the crew members, leading them to the final resting place of their old ship, the Nemesis. Everything else is history. Even though we already knew the bits of the story, we still need a moment to process everything. We worked for Sundrop all along. The Sedna massacre happened because of us. We're hunted by everyone, and we have nowhere to run. The Ariadne is too damaged to go anywhere. Escape pods won't get us far enough before the interceptors arrive. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Or is there? The secret thesis module is still somewhere under our ship. We still have all the gear we received to enter the I dimension. According to the data, the intruder universe has a significant time dilation. If we manage to survive even a day or 2, many years will pass in the solar system. A lot can happen in this time. People may forget. Corporations might fall. We might be pardoned. Unfortunately, a queen is the only way to open a portal large enough, and she escaped from the thesis module. We need to retrieve the pheromone injectors. Take her down. Spike her with chems. The plan is risky and complicated. Not everyone likes it. Some of us want a simpler gamble. Set the self-destruct sequence, disable location beacons on the escape pods, and eject ourselves a few seconds before the blast, hoping it will obscure us. But this means we might be in for a long, cold sleep if we were ever found at all. Now I got some new rules. Oh, take a look at this one. Place a queen in the hibernatorium. I don't want to do that. Then all players take a vote. Escape to the I dimension. Go to event 10. Try to flee unnoticed in the escape pods. Go to event 11. If the vote ends in a draw, the player who currently holds the first player token makes the final decision. Well, I hold the first player token, so I make the decision. Oh boy, this one's tough. So I'm going to guess that this means we're going to probably have to try to take down a queen. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Otherwise, we can try to flee unnoticed into escape pod. Go to event 11. I think the escape pod's probably the better plan, but I'm going to guess this is the better ending, is my guess, because it probably has a lot more we have to do. I don't know how we're ever going to take a queen down, though. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Event 10. Here's our new event. It's called Fetch. New task. Go out of the airlock, reach the thesis module, and return with the molting pheromone. Rules. Place the event 7 token on use marker in the airlock room. Resolve the token as soon as one of the characters reaches the airlock. Also, I'm going to place one cable token in 7, 9, 17, and 21. These tokens represent research equipment and may be picked up as a free action. The amount of gathered research equipment will impact the story's ending. Oh my gosh, so not only do we have to get over to the airlock, we got to pick up a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and place our queen miniature right down inside the hibernatorium. I don't know how we're going to take that thing down. And I panned out just to show you how grave a situation we have here. We have 3 aliens on the board, and we've got the queen, and we're stuck up here. Plus, I still have to roll that noise token. I'm going to remove my 4 counter here, and I'm going to go put the rest of the stuff we need to put on the board. So we're going to take our 7 and on use token and put it in the airlock. Also, I have to place one of those research tokens in the airlock control room as well because it's number 17. Now 21 is all the way on the other side of the board. I don't know if we're going to go to that one. Next, we're going to place this marker again in number 7. And also again on the other opposite side of the board at number 9. Now, there might be a chance I can get some of these because with these technical corridors, our mechanic can run through there and maybe pick up some of these on the way to the airlock. And the last thing we have to do is not roll for noise. I totally forgot that I moved in here and he was already here, so I don't have to roll for noise. So at least there is one good thing coming out of this. Now that means we have to get back to the airlock and maybe pick up some of those conduit things on the way. Sadly, we have all these intruders kind of right in our path. So I got to figure out our best course of action here. I think it's probably going to be to just stop for now. And then we might have to go back here to try to search for some more equipment or some more weapons of some kind. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to make it. And I also forgot to put my broken token over here on that shower room. So I have to make sure we do that as well. So we are going to pass with both of our characters. I know that's kind of dangerous because we're sitting in a room with 2 noise tokens. But if I try to move out of these rooms, I'm going to have to roll for noise anyway, and there's a good chance something bad might happen. I think it's best if we stick together and keep enough cards to hopefully survive our surprise attack. Our mechanic has 2 cards. He's going to keep them both to hopefully live through the surprise attack. Now, of course, our soldier, he's going to discard his 2 cards because I'm hoping he can get some good search cards. The reason I'm doing that is I can keep my nerves of steel, which will prevent a surprise attack against him if it happens. And we'll be able to draw a lot amount of cards for him. So hopefully he can get a search card, get back over here, and hopefully get a hold of a plasma charge or an energy charge or something. Some way to get some bullets back into this thing. So at the beginning of the event step, we're going to take our turn marker and drop it down to 9. Next, we're going to have to draw our next event card. Let's see what happens to us now. Egg protection. Resolve an encounter for each character who is in the nest or is carrying an intruder egg. Nobody is carrying anything, but notice we have our queen symbol. She's going to move down too. Now, sadly, our adults did not move again. They're like all in the same place. I can't get by them. Oh, this is terrible. So here we are with our big board. I put down the tokens next to these guys, kind of like I did with him. I actually forgot to do that. They've been on the side of the board. They're actually supposed to be right next to him, so I know kind of how much and who is where. Now, she is going to move down too. Now, I also removed her token from the bag because I placed her in the game. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that because it doesn't actually say to remove the token, but I don't see how you're supposed to be able to draw the queen if the queen's already on the board. So that is where we stand. And look at this wall of death. There's just pure death right in front of me. So our brave little adventurers here have to figure out a way. Lucky for him, he has the corridors card. If he draws it, that he can actually get out of this area. Sadly, our soldier without any bullets is going to have a big problem. And now we're going to develop our Nemesis bag. This is where things can get really bad because I might have to roll for noise. And if another alien comes out, we're pretty much in big, big trouble. I don't know how we're going to survive this. All right, we're going to take this one right here. Oh, no, it's a big adult alien. That means we have to roll for noise. Hopefully we don't find any. So our mechanic has the first player token, so he's going to roll first. Come on, roll for noise. He got a 3. Oh, that's enough to get something. All right, we're going to have to figure out what is going to join us in the cockpit. I'm sure it's whatever it is not going to be happy that we're there. We found an adult alien. All right, our mechanic has 2 cards. What is his surprise rating? 3. Oh, no. So I'm going to grab yet another intruder, and he's popped out right next to our mechanic, who sadly did not get through the warning rating here, the surprise rating. So he is going to get attacked. We have to draw an intruder attack card. Let's see what this intruder does to him. Transformation. Oh, it's only the breeder that's, or the what are these? Are these the creepers? I believe creepers. Change a creeper into a breeder. If this player has no cards in hand, the breeder makes a surprise attack. We got lucky. Nothing happens because that's not a breeder. That's an adult alien. So the attack actually doesn't do anything. So now that our bag is developed and pretty much our demise is developed as well, we're going to go ahead into the heroes phase here. So it's looking a little grim for our heroes. I've got 2 cards. I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully one of these is get me out of here. Let's see what it says. Demolition. Oh, I can place a malfunction. That's not going to help. I can search. An interruption, cancel other actions. That's not going to help. Oh, that's too bad. All right, so we're kind of in big trouble. Now, I do have a neat little trick. I do have that smoke grenade. Remember the smoke grenade? Use in a room you're in. All other characters in this room lose 1 action card each. You move to a neighboring room, and intruders don't attack during that movement. So I might actually use this. I know it kind of is going to hurt our soldier a little bit, but at least it'll keep him alive. He's already got these severe wounds already. So we got to figure out a way to heal that and maybe get him going. So this might be a good thing to use. We're now going to go ahead and pass this over to our soldier. So our soldier over here, who has a light wound and nerves of steel, is going to gain 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe he got to get him out of your card. Rest, that's not going to help him. Demolition, same thing. Search and full auto discard all ammo. I have no ammo. That's our biggest problem here. I have no ammo in my gun. I need to find an energy cell or something. I've got an auto loader, but it doesn't help me unless I actually have bullets in my gun. Or I should say at least for my gun. All right, so here's where bad things begin to happen. Our soldier has absolutely no ammo. I could melee that alien if I wanted to, but I'll tell you right now, that's probably the worst thing you could possibly do on the planet. So I'm actually just going to run. He's going to run this way. He's going to discard one of his cards. He's going to discard his rest card to run over there. Now, problem is when he leaves a space with an intruder, he has to take an attack against him. So this intruder is going to attack him, and it does. Oh, here it is. He's right there. So this means this does take effect. Claw. The character suffers 2 light wounds and gets 1 contamination card. Oh, yuck. And I'm also just at this point going to roll for noise before I do those things. Let's see here. 4. Okay, that's going to be in the technical corridors, which is right up here. So I'm going to go place this right in the technical corridors. We have a noise marker in both our red and blue technical corridors, so things are getting a little tough. So lucky me, I get to take 2 light wounds. So if I tick my tracker thing down here, 1, 2, I'm going to go ahead and have to take a serious wounds. Let's see what happens. We got the leg one, the same as our mechanics. That means if we ever tried to run again like that, we'd have to actually pay an extra card. Oh no, that's terrible. All right, so that's his first action. Let's go do his second action. So our second action is to discard our search card. We're going to rotate our room down to 2. Even though it's broken, we can still find stuff in this room. And we're going to look for, hopefully, an energy charge. That's what we really need. Now, I believe the more energy charges, I think, are in the red stack, and I can search any type of deck. So we're going to grab 2 cards from our red deck and see what we get. Our first one is Prototype Rifle. What is this? Every time you roll a double hit, you can discard additional ammo to deal 1 additional injury. Oh, wow, that's great. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, but here's our energy charge. Fully load ammo into 1 energy weapon. Oh, there we go. Now, I would love to keep this prototype rifle, but when you find weapons in this game, they come in with only 1 ammo. And I can't afford that. I need ammo. So we're going to go ahead and just take our energy charge, and we're going to fully load our gun here when it comes to his next turn. We're going to discard this one. Oh, so sad. That's such a good gun. So our mechanic is now going to go, he is going to use his smoke grenade. Now I have to use a card to do it, so I'm going to get rid of my interrupt card. And this will then allow me to, move to a neighboring room, and intruders don't attack you during that movement. So we're going to go ahead and move into this room. I don't have to roll for noise because our valiant soldier is already there. I'm going to go ahead and discard this card. And then with my second action, I am going to go and search this room as well. We're going to tick it down to 1. So what we're going to search for is we're going to search our item deck. I know he doesn't have any bullets left in his sawed-off shotgun, but he can only hold 2. My plan here is to try to maybe get a hold of a flame unit. Right now, we have our chemicals. Remember, we picked up our chemicals. So if we can find one more item that would help us build this flamethrower, which is the wrench icon, then we could actually build a flamethrower, and that might actually be pretty good. So we found tools, and there it is. There's the wrench symbol. Oh, we also found some clothes. Clothes are good too, but I really need a gun. I need a gun badly. There's enemies all around us. I'm going to go ahead and grab this tools so that I can actually make a flame unit. Now our soldier is going to go, he's going to go ahead and use his energy charge. Now normally this would cost us a card, but because we were able to get our auto loader, it says the assault rifle has +1 ammo, and if the assault rifle is loaded using an energy charge item, the action cost is 0. So he's able to do this for no cost. So we're going to go ahead, put 6 ammo on there. Then we're going to go ahead and discard our energy charge, and we're going to put our autoloader back up on the top here with the rest of our equipment. So with his second action, he's going to have to move over here. And I have to, because these guys, I'm going to get rid of my demolition card. They're not moving. They are just staying where they are, and they're all in the way. So I have to go in here, and I have to try to kill this one. So we've gone ahead, loaded his weapon, and moved him in. So we're going to be all set for the next turn to most likely be able to take that guy out, I hope. Now I hope this creature does not come this way, or we're in big trouble. So our mechanic is going to go, and he's got mad skills here. He is going to craft an item, which is going to cost 1 card. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my computer skills. I don't need any computers anymore. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of our tools and our chemicals. And by doing that, we're allowed to place this flamethrower right down here, which I've already gone ahead and got. And we're going to discard these 2 cards to go ahead and make this flamethrower. Now this flamethrower comes in with 4 ammo, and it's fully loaded. Unlike finding them, I created it. You always deal at least 1 injury except on a blank, and if the combat result is 2, place a fire marker in the room you're in. Well, that's okay because I have a pyrotechnics card. I'm going to hold on to that card. That way, if I do cause fire, I can hopefully get rid of it. Now we're going to go ahead and put 4 ammo on that. So this thing is going to be ready to roll. All right, that is his first action. Now his second action is going to be to move into this room along with our soldier, and he's going to discard his demolition card in order to do that. Now I don't have to roll for noise because there's already an alien in here, or intruder, sorry. So you don't have to roll for noise when you move into a room with another person or an intruder already there. Now it's time to actually take this guy out. Our soldier is going to get rid of his full auto card. Now he's going to use it, not going to use it because I don't want to discard tons of ammo. I do not want to discard all 6 of my bullets. This will be a fantastic one to use when we're actually going to probably have to fight this queen at some time. But for right now, we're just shooting a normal little guy. So we're going to go ahead and roll our die and see how we do. We're going to discard 1 of our tokens, and we're going to roll a die. Hopefully we get some good number. Come on, let's get him. Oh, we got 1 hit. That's awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and take that 1 hit. Now, our assault rifle says right here, each time you deal at least 1 injury, deal 1 additional injury. So this gun is awesome. So we're able to do 2 injuries to this adult alien. So this adult alien is up to 4 cubes of damage, which is awesome. Now we have to see if we've killed him. So we're going to draw our card, and let's see how we do. He only had 3 wounds this time. Or not 3. The 3 amount of damage he could take in order to die, we were actually able to get the kill shot on him. So he is dead, which is awesome. We're going to remove this token from the game. We're going to remove this big giant thing from the game, and we're going to replace it with an intruder corpse. Now, I didn't put any intruder corpses down when I killed the larva because you don't do that with larva. You only do that with creepers and up. So our who is this? This is our soldier. He did awesome. He was able to take that guy out. Now, I only have a Nerves of Steel card left. So we have a few options here. 1, we could move. We could move down that path over to that one right there. But I don't know what it is. I would have to use my last card, which is my Nerves of Steel card. And I would potentially, I could take damage from whatever's in that room. It could be on fire. It could be a locked door. It could be Bad News City everywhere. But of course, this Queen Alien is looming right here. If the card that I draw for the event says 4, I'm in big trouble. This lady is going to come down there, and she is probably going to eat us is probably not going to be a good thing. But I think we're going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and pass with both of our characters. I want them to be at full strength next time so we can both move down this corridor together. So at the beginning of the event phase, we're going to have to go to 8. We're halfway there. We have to get all the way down to the airlock. And we only have, what, 8 turns left? We already used up almost half our time. And now we have to draw our next event. Let's see what happens. Hopefully nobody moves. Hopefully everybody stays where they are. We got Hunt. Move every adult not in combat to a neighboring room with a character if possible. If there are several rooms to choose from, move the adult to a room with the lowest room number. All right, so this isn't going to play into effect because I've actually managed to keep myself away from any adult aliens adjacent to us. Now, the big question is, what is going to be moving up here? Oh, it's just our queen, and she's going 3. Hopefully that's not the way I don't want her to go, or I'm in real big trouble. All right, let's go move our queen. So we got absolutely lucky. 3 is right here. So our queen is going to go hang out with this guy down here in this room. They're going to have a party. That's awesome. I love it when they have parties that way. And we managed to break through this, like, it's almost like an alien blockade. We were able to get through, and now I think it's best to keep on going that way. Now that we're done with our events, we're going to have to go ahead, our event card, now we're going to have to develop our intruder bag. Let's see what we pull out of here. Hopefully it's something nice and happy with fluffy bunnies. Oh, it's an alien. All right, not a big deal. I just have to go ahead and roll noise. Now, there's no noise markers where we are right now, so I think we'll be okay. So our soldier is the first player, so he's going to roll first. He got a 3. We're going to put a noise marker right down here in number 3. Now, the next person to go is going to be our mechanic. Let's see what he does. Oh, no, are you kidding me? Right when we thought we got rid of them, here they are again. So we have gone ahead. We found yet another Nemesis creature here. Oh, this is going to be terrible because I don't think our mechanic has any cards that are going to save him from this. I actually did not expect to find something. We found a larva. All right, that's not too bad. But it's got a warning level of 1. Oh, that's enough to get him because he doesn't have anything. So since I have no action cards, I get surprised by this larva, and he jumps right on top of me. So I'm going to have to take a larva and put it right there. I'm also going to have to take a contamination card, which are right here. We're going to mix these up. We're going to go ahead and take one. We'll take this one right here. We'll put it right into our discard pile. Now, of course, I don't know what these contamination cards are. You've got to go ahead and use that red scanner to figure out what they are. Now, and the only way to do that is, I believe it's just our rest card. Where's our rest card in here? Or do I even have it? There it is. Scan all contamination cards in your hand and remove all not infected cards. If any card was infected, follow the infection procedure. You don't want to be... I need to get rid of this thing because if I get another, if one of these things says contaminated and I've got, or infected, sorry, and I've got this larva on me, I'm dead. I'm just flat out dead, and a creeper takes my spot, which is not going to be a very pleasant experience for our wonderful soldier over there. So that is just terrible. I've got a larva in me and I've got a contamination card, and we're going to have to move into our player phase now. So our soldier's going to go ahead and get his cards first. Now, what I forgot to do is when I got hit by this claw attack, I took the light wounds, but I forgot the contamination card. It reminded me when the larva jumped on us that I owe this guy a contamination card. So we're going to go ahead and take one of our action contamination cards. We're going to throw it right into our discard pile. I'm going to draw 5 cards. Now I'm going to mix these up, and hopefully we don't get that contamination card. If we do, it's not the end of the world because it really doesn't play into effect until near the end of the game, but it does bog your hand down. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what cards we got. We got rest, search, and interrupt. Oh, okay, that's no good. Well, actually, they're okay. I can't use the rest card on my contamination card until I actually have the contamination card in my hand. So for now, this rest card, again, is still not doing me much. We're going to pass this over to our mechanic. So our sweet, sweet mechanic here, he's got the first player token. He gets 2 cards. He got, oh, there's this technical corridors. Oh, and he got ingenuity. Sadly, I didn't have that before. Otherwise, I can craft an item. You can all use any yellow item as a screwdriver. Well, lucky for us, we got the screwdriver card. All right, now we're going to go ahead and shuffle these up, and we're going to take, 3 more. All right, let's see what 3 we're going to get for our brave mechanic here. 1, we got search. That's going to be good. A rest card, and we got computer skills. Now again, that rest card really isn't going to help us much because I don't actually have the contamination card in my hand. And I almost might not want to know what that contamination card is unless I can get rid of this larva. And one of the only few places you can do that is the surgery room, which is absolutely closer, this most close thing to an infested area of the aliens as I can think of. Now this is where we're going to stop the video. Now I know we're having a lot of fun playing and we're doing okay. As you can tell, I left my pyrotechnics card right up there on the card holder. And sadly, I'm not going to get to correct that till the next video. Now this video is shot, of course, back to back with even the next video that's coming up. So this video series has already been created. I'm putting this stop in here so that we can make sure these videos don't go forever. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough. I'm actually loving Nemesis, as you can tell by how much I've been playing it. If you are enjoying it, hit the like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell symbol so you know when the next video of our Mission 4 Nemesis playthrough comes out. Also, please leave anything in the comments below. I'd love to hear from everybody. Isn't it amazing how just not knowing where one card can drastically change what happens to one character? He probably wouldn't even have that larva on him because I'd have that card. Oh well, that's how it goes in the Nemesis. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're excited to see what happens to our survivors, then I need you to meet me at the table.